And welcome back to more Sword Art Online Lost Song. Last time we continued to explore the Ice Continent, and this time we're starting with a cutscene I accidentally triggered. So there's that thing, now what do we do with it? It looks like the jet stream generators. Three glowy bits, that's a scientific term. Something is glowing, so that's peculiar. I mean something. Basically, I was level grinding off screen, trying to get to a decent level with some more characters. And yeah, I accidentally triggered the cutscene, so now we're actually gonna do the thing we were meant to do. I feel like I know where you're going with this. I have my instincts are telling me that the basic will be like 7 will be like, oh well, like you can do the thing now. That you well, basically she'll have like some way to basically get the full thing to platform thing to work. I don't know. I'm not explaining this well at all. Back to the town. It's weird walking in a game where you fly like the entire time. I've actually read the last area is actually named Nibelheim, so shoutouts to 557. Yep, Nibelheim. I don't know if that's actually an accurate translation of Nibelheim. I thought it was Niflheim, traditionally in mythology. Oh well, not to nitpick, but still, it's just kind of like, yeah, Final Fantasy VII does not have the bestest translation in the world, specifically when it comes to names, like Eris.
だってここはとっても落ち着くんだもん。さながらアイドル御用達の隠れ家ってところか。そうかもね。でも確かにアイドルは普段チヤホヤされてるように見えるかもしれないけど、あれって親が子供を甘やかすのとは全然違うのよ。ごっこ遊びなんだから。ごっこ遊び？うん。チヤホヤされる側とする側で互いに理解し合って演じてるの。本心から私と結婚したいとか自分のものにしたいって思ってるクラスタなんていないんだから。そうなのか。俺はアイドルにハマったことはないけどそう思ってる人だっているんじゃないのか。もちろんゼロとは言わないけど大多数がごっこ遊びだと思ってる。だからってそれをバカにしてるわけじゃないわ。みんなあの空間、あの場所に浸ろうと努力して演じられるからこそ本当に心から一つになれるのよ。それって純粋でとても気高いものなのよ。だって音楽買ったりイベントに行くのってお金がかかるでしょ。だからそれはとても前向きなgenuine
effort to have fun. Mostly. I guess.
今キリト君笑ったでしょ。どうして？あ、ごめん。だって今すごく教わった感じがしたからさ。俺もまだまだだなって思ったんだよ。なんだか子供扱いされてる気がする。
Well, she technically is a kid.
キリト君の心の内を聞かせてくれたら。
And I should be involved in an effort to honestly enjoy the world of this VR MMO. It's all about having fun, which a lot of people actually would not agree with that sentiment. Games are more about the experience than necessarily fun. I mean, a lot of games, I guess, are argued that they aren't really fun. The most popular example being horror games. Or like, for example, The Last of Us, which actually is kind of considered horror, but is just really, really like dark at times, but has, so it's not like fun in the traditional sense, but it's enjoyable in a different way than usual, if that makes any sense. So we can boost our attack up, I guess, but to be honest, I don't know how much earth damage would benefit us at this point. So I think I'll sell. Mirage Blade? Actually, come think of what the heck is a Mirage Blade? It's not showing up for Kirito, or... Oh, there it is. I just skimmed by it, apparently. So, with Kirito, the problem is trying to figure out which arm is actually better. In this case, it's better for his main arm to have it, so that's one little quirk of the character. Because, you know, you have different stats, so you have to kind of balance out equips and stuff. So... can I try to equip anything? This one doesn't have statuses, so actually this one would probably be better, this one than here, because that's fewer statuses. Because frankly, dark damage really doesn't seem to be benefiting me at this point. Let's try to level that up at some point. Plus you can sell it for more money as well, if it's been upgraded a little bit. 6400, for example. Lucky 64. Two-hand sword. The Eliminator. Gee, that sounds subtle. I usually end up with a lot of Mistrals for some reason. Almost up to 1,000,000 Yield, which is a trophy. But anyway, we are back on the road again. Or probably a cutscene. No cutscene. Because we are actually supposed to go out back into the world. Problem is, I don't actually know where to go from here, because I was thinking the cutscene would give us some clue of what to do next, but it actually didn't. The only thing I can think is there must be something about that little glowy platform, that there's something you can actually do with it, but no, I didn't see any interact prompts, but nothing else is showing up, so I have ideas. The only other thing I can think of is basically just constantly going back to town to trigger events with 7. That could also be the case, knowing this game being obtuse at times. So yeah, I did a lot of side quests off screen. Leveled up a little bit, not as much as I would have liked, of course, because I, again, accidentally triggered an encounter. Yeah, there's gotta be something that we can already do here, because it's glowing. Wouldn't be glowing for nothing. Nope, can't fly here. Let's see. Bunch of platforms. What's above? Nothing. Well, that was easy. Get out of the way. I'm trying to examine the thing. Yes, everything's lit up. These two things are lit up, so... I don't know. I'll check one of the other dungeons, because there was one dungeon we couldn't actually do anything in. So, I'll check there. So, yeah, this is actually a pretty area. That enemy sucks, by the way. That golem. His attacks are like one-hit kills. He's like level 700, I think. Nothing to sneeze at. Map makes it look like there's more of a path than there actually is. Because it's pretty much just hills. Whoa, lots of dudes over there. And the only thing I can think of is basically leaving town and coming back to try to trigger a second event. Or maybe coming in with a different character, perhaps? Yeah, because nothing's showing up on the map as like something we can actually interact with. And of course, being a game released in Japan a long time ago, and also the fact that it just came out here not too long ago, about a month ago, there's pretty much no information on this game online. So yeah, you're kind of on your own. I hate this about blind playthroughs of new games because you have no reference materials. So if you get stuck, you just have to kind of wander around until you find something, which is something that I'm totally fine with doing, but it's just like for a video, you kind of want to keep things rolling a bit faster. Oh, that's where we need to go, up there. Level 188, yeah, obviously I didn't level up nearly as much as I would have preferred, but oh well. Again, that's part of the reason why I wouldn't have played Undertale blind, if at all, because just the game is so intricate that I'd probably end up being stuck for like ridiculous amounts of times. And that's her third special. I just accidentally hit the button because of the way my hands are positioned. Back to town, and I hope there's something we can do, actually. And there is. Okay. I think we get the gist of it. More chat with 7, apparently. More chats with 7. Well, how did you know? You have something you want to talk about? I want Kirito. What? I wanted Kirito to chat. That is really awkward wording. That's like something you find out of Hollow Fragment in terms of semantics. Oh, this is an OSS tutorial. Cool. Coming for you. Oh, you're on OSS. We don't have an OSS. Darn it. So we had to get one, obviously, at some point. Wait, what? Kids in town mentioned checking out the ruins on the east side of Flossfield, but they haven't been seen. Oh, this sounds like a lead if I've ever seen one. Okay, there's the key we need. Problem solved. We just need to trigger everything with 7. So I'm gonna switch characters, obviously, because again, I accidentally triggered a cutscene and didn't mean to go in with that party. So Elizabeth is like level. Elizabeth's at good levels, so let's go with Eagle for a change of pace. And no way, Elizabeth still is only level 168. That's how little grinding actually was able to accomplish. Off screen. Yeah, failure just because we don't actually have any treasure hunters. It's good to have one person who's good at that kind of stuff. So Deadly Thorn or Eliminator. It looks like the Eliminator is the way to go. That just sounds cool, the Eliminator. I wonder what the attacks are like, because I've only had to use daggers so far. Yeah, Yuki is my highest level character, which makes sense, because I was trying to level her off screen. Try to hopefully get some kind of sword skill. You know the one if you've seen the anime. If you haven't seen the anime, then you have no clue. But yeah, she is known for having an 11-hit original sword skill, so I kind of am wanting to unlock that sooner than later. Because 11 hits is kind of a lot. I've also read Asuna can also learn it in line with the anime, so that's something else to keep in mind, because both of them. Yeah, she teaches it to Asuna in anime. I will not say the circumstances by which she learns it, because that's a spoiler. So, suffice to say, yeah, it's a really cool move, but we aren't going to be seeing it for a little while. Should be able to open to we should be able to open the door with this key. She sounds so eager about it. Yeah, let's just loot the place. It's like, what? I don't know, that sounds more like something that like Philio would say, being a treasure hunter. Yuki, like, I don't know why she'd be enthusiastic about looting a place. Door, probably locked. Or not. Hey, gremlins, we have to kill these guys for quests, so that's convenient. Ow. Great kill. Except, yeah, I don't know why. It just feels weird in this game because they can't kill at anything because they're technically all not real. It's all in the video game. And also, there's no emotional connection to any enemies, unlike some games. So there's not even that. This up. Please be more of them. Thank you. And down. I should actually try out the new sword skill on an actual enemy. How about that? Let's see what this looks like. Okay, that's pretty effective. Frozen Tree Rock. One-hand sword. Oh, that did not actually do as much as I would have liked. Oh, that's a one-hit kill. Wow. Well, I know what move I should be using more now, except it takes so much MP, it's not really worth it until I have more MP. Apparently there's some original sword skill in the game that takes like 3,000 MP, so it's like, you can, even if you unlock it, you probably won't even be able to use it for a while, I've heard. Unless you level up a certain character in advance, of course, before getting the sword skill, because it takes up that much MP. 20,000 Yule, I'll take it, that's actually pretty good. Kind of weird to be in a random chest though. Take you out, hopefully. It's going kind of slow. Flying enemies in dungeons are really annoying because you can't actually use, you can't even float inside of it, so it just takes so long. Actually, no, I'm gonna go down first because there's this suspicious looking giant open room with a button in it. Because, okay, a switch technically, but still, point still applies. Where these punks, 20,000 damage. Actually, that's more than I would have thought for something like this. Especially because I switched to a weaker sword to try to level up this one anyway. So that's actually still pretty good. Take you out next, and skill leveled up, which is good. So it does more damage if your skull goes up. It doesn't seem to affect MP costs as far as I know, which is kind of a shame because having reduced MP costs would be pretty nice, especially for just like this one, which takes up like a third of your MP. Oh wow, that was easy. Keep it up. So ignore you because you guys are sassy and annoying. Wait, these 270, wow. It's weird to feel under-leveled when you're at level 200. Yeah, but to be honest, assuming it's not like level 700, it doesn't seem like levels make that big of a difference in the long run. You generally can do things pretty well without grinding, from what I can tell, on easy. It just might take a long time. Certain bosses might take forever, but other than that, it's actually not that bad on various difficulties. Wait, does she have a water element anyway? It just occurred to me. Oh, she does. That's interesting. Or did I have the aqua necklace? I actually don't want the aqua necklace. Medallion with the sign of the god who survived Ragnarok. Increased defense. Gee, that sounds worth it. So yeah, there are different striking effects based on elements. So I noticed the water one. It's like, wait a minute, I forgot to unequip that thing. So I'm assuming we're going here first because it's not the last room of the dungeon. And this is not actually a trap, which is kind of surprising, oddly enough. Just expect traps everywhere. This is the boss. Duh. There's a boss up ahead. Do your best. This is a bunch of kobolds. I was expecting more. I'm just gonna try this. Just run up and do this and see what happens. That took out not very much of its health, but it actually did a fair amount on all the other enemies at least. That's something. Like that. 2 uses of that and it went down really fast. It's good to level up the higher power skills anyway, just because it's good to keep all the skills in mind, just to make sure you're keeping everything consistently leveled, I guess you could say. Speaking of consistently leveled, these guys seem tough. I'm just gonna try magicking them, which actually seems to be the way to go, because it's going way faster using magic. Alright, ow, wow, whoa, low health. Ow. Speaking of don't get hurt and immediately gets hit by a hammer. Ow. Twice. So, is this the group heal or the single heal? I don't know. Apparently that was the group heal. You can also double shoot as you level up. That's something else I forgot to mention. I would recommend doing so actually because it seems to be pretty effective. Someone used a monocrystal, I noticed. That and that. So now we just have the doppelganger. Not sure what that makes this guy a doppelganger, to be honest. He should be going down any moment now. Now, basically the key in the game is to figure out when to use magic and when to use physical. In this case, it's better to use magic than physical attacks. But an easy victory, just spamming. So, there's someone awaiting us behind this ominous looking gate. I wonder. Oh, this must be the kid that was trapped here. Let me in. Monster trapped me in here. I want to be a cool adventurer like you guys, but I'm just not strong enough yet. I'll get stronger and I'll be back. Oh, I forgot I found a book in here. I don't need it, so you can have it. Come in handy. This is obviously to open the portal.
君たちの冒険がうまくいくことをね。ねえねえ、キリト君、それには何が書いてあるの？今読んでみるよ。島の中央にあった装置について書かれてるな。コード制限を解除するには、あの装置を何とかする必要があるみたいだ。やっぱりそうだったんだ。
So, there's treasure. Gee, I wonder if this might be the thing we need to activate the thing. Let me guess, chest. A treasure chest trap. Just a bunch of materials. So, we didn't get anything for this, including the only thing we got was the book. So apparently, what's his name is like way ahead of us, Sumeragi. Sure, just stick to the races where we all belong. So wait, what? I want all of us to fight together. If that means forming a guild, that's fine. No guilds. So yeah, Kirito doesn't like guilds in the anime and in the manga and the light novel, everything. He's typically kind of a solo player before meeting all these other characters. He generally doesn't work well with others. Wait, what? Another cutscene? Oh, Rain. Oh, Rain's tall. It just occurred to me. I don't know, you're close enough now that we can't really call you a stalker anymore. So she's actually apparently is she gonna be playable soon? Shamrock keeps taking them from you. That's about right. Yeah, I remember a guild competition. Numbers are everything, so it's pretty difficult to pull one over on a guild of that size. And they're always making raid party factions too. Party-sized raid factions. I don't know. Let me tag along. Oh hey, cool. So she's like a hunter kind of thing. Oh, she's like a spy. It's not easy, can you? Oh, of course. What? Oh, we're friends, aren't we? La-di-da-di-da. What she said as she was leaving. I don't know what that word means, but I'm actually starting to wonder about Rain. Her loyalties. So I'm pretty sure that's one word she said that Dustin, I don't even know how to say it. But I'm pretty sure Seven actually said that at some point too. So could that actually mean that, you know, maybe there's some sort of alliance we don't really know about, or maybe they're friends secretly? But in any case, she seems to be willing to help us about the whole Shamrock situation, so I guess we can't complain about, you know, her loyalties at the moment. If she wants to help us, then let her. This guy's tanky. Magic then. Oh yeah, holy cow. Yep, way to go. Yeah, I'll probably just go through here and just spam magic on all these guys at some point, just to level up Ice Bullet a little bit, and like Wind Cutter and stuff like that. Which both sound like they could be Pokemon moves, actually. Yeah, I'm also still playing a Fire Red Let's Play at some point, though it's gonna take a lot of planning. Like, party, like, who do I even have in my party? Because, I'll be like, hey, that's cool, I should have so-and-so, and then be like, no, wait, Gen 4 onwards, not Gen 3. And then I'll be like, totally screwed. So, I'm actually starting to wonder if I should, you know, just play as blind as possible and just make spur-of-the-moment decisions, which might be more interesting anyway than me trying to do like a really well, meticulously thought out Let's Play. Just see what happens. Wow, the triggers are really sensitive on this controller. I just barely nudged the R2 button and it went off. So, hey, that's cool actually. Must work for me. As if pressing down a trigger is actually a lot of work. They'll probably get logged out next. So she's worried about being in town, apparently. Okay, she dual wield. Apparently not. Got 2 swords. It's a secret. And the anime character actually kept it a secret for a really, really long time that he could actually dual wield. Basically, it was in like a really dangerous situation that he actually had to dual wield. So he had to basically reveal his trump. It was basically a trump card, and he had to like blow his cover because of having to protect everyone else. Guys, I thought. Oh, his friend as well. You're welcome. Don't look so sad. It's gotta be a catch. All I got for the day. Oh, Rain joined the party officially, so we'll have to add her next time just to see what her skill set's like. I wonder what level she'll be at. Ooh. That's not ominous at all. Get a request. That sounds promising. Thanks for coming. Shamrock is heading for the gorge at the southwest. So it sounds like we're gonna have to do some scouting, but also Silica seems to want to talk to us. But in any case, we, I think, are good to go with our quest. So next time, we will be chatting up with the townsfolk and seeing what we can figure out with the next quest. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.